Over the years, there have been some incredibly viral infomercial products, like this electrical face mask from the 90s, this moon sand from the early 2000s, or more recently, flex tape. No! I missed! So today, the boys and I will be testing 10 of the most viral infomercial products to ever grace our TVs. Starting with product number 1, the Ginsu knife. Virality, 358,000 views. Units sold 3 million. And promises made, slice a can in half and cut a tomato.
The Ginsu is so sharp it can cut through a tin can and still slice a tomato like this.
Seems simple enough to me.
Let's see if it works.
So we didn't get the full set of all the Ginsu products, but we did get the original Ginsu knife.
That's a Ginsu knife, all right.
Now for each product, we'll be testing the outrageous promises made in each commercial, even if it means cutting a boat in half, just to put Phil Swift and flex tape to the test. Because let's be honest, that fishbowl leak was not anywhere close in magnitude to some of the promises made by Phil. So in order to properly test the Ginsu knife, we got a ripe tomato and a can of green beans to be able to cut both back to back. Not gonna lie, the can cutting was a little bit more difficult than we expected.
Gosh, it's like a workout.
But we eventually got through it. Okay, now we gotta immediately cut the tomato. Slice the tomato paper thin. Wow.
That actually.
What?
That was quick. What?
And as always, the boys and I will be ranking products the only way we know how, a tier list. Honestly, Ginsu knife, I'd say that's A tier.
That's 100% A tier. Did everything it promised
Like,
and then more.
Yeah. Honestly, I'll be using this. Yeah, the Ginsu was cool, but as we go through this video, the products will become increasingly more viral, which means these claims are only gonna get increasingly more outrageous. Product number 2, George Foreman Grill. Virality, 374,000 views. Units sold 100 million. Promise made, reduce fat, grease, and keeps the steak juicy.
Let's test it.
Let's find out. Now what's funny about this product is that George Foreman was actually a pro boxer, who then later signed a deal to release his own lean, mean,
fat-reducing grilling machine.
The George Foreman grilling machine is very special.
Well, George, you sure better hope so, because the boys and I are about to put it to the test. Now, this isn't the original George Foreman, because they sell like a bunch of different versions now, but this is the cheapest George Foreman that they have. So in order to properly test it, I got some Angus Premium Choice Beef. Is this the most expensive steak in the world? No. In fact, I think it was literally the cheapest option at Walmart. But hopefully between the powers of Willie and George, we can actually make this thing somewhat edible.
Oh, come over here. The fat's dripping.
There it is. The fat is dripping off of it.
That's some proprietary technology right there.
Okay, we're gonna let these steaks cook and we're gonna check on them later in the video. Product number 3, the clapper. Virality, 923,000 views. Units sold, 7 million. And promise made, clap twice to turn something on, clap twice to turn something off.
Clap on, clap off. The clapper.
Seems simple enough.
Does it work though?
Let's find out. Introducing the clapper. Now this is the new version of the clapper. I think it was acquired. It was acquired by a toy company called NECA a few years ago. So the branding and packaging is a little bit different, but it still says the clapper. Okay, so if you haven't realized already, we're in the garage. We're gonna shut the garage door and we have this huge light over here. We're gonna plug the light into the clapper. If the clapper works as advertised, we should be able to clap twice and the light turn on, lighting up the whole garage. So we've got the clapper plugged in right here. It's attached to this light right here.
I heard something. Is the light turned on?
So our first attempt was most definitely a fail, but to make sure it wasn't just a bad light, we went inside to test it out on an actual lamp. So this lamp works. It is currently on. I'm gonna unplug it, plug it into the clapper. Okay, plugged into the clapper, plug the clapper. Oh no, I'm too lazy to touch the lamp and turn it on. Oh! To our surprise, it actually worked and was kind of fun to use. So of course, Willie and I started testing it on various clap combinations, distances, you name it. But we quickly realized this thing was super inconsistent. And on top of that, its safety feature just simply did not work. Yeah, so overall, I would say this is more of a gimmick than an actual product. The clapper, D tier. Product number 4, Rejuvenique. Virality, 1 million views. Original price, $180. Number of products sold, unknown, because it was never officially approved by the FDA. Promise made, tone skin and reduce wrinkles.
Well, if you can get the idea of what doing 8 setups a second would do for your stomach, you have an idea of what Rejuvenique would do for your face.
Wow, that sounds like an awfully bold claim to me. Essentially, the whole premise of this product is to send electrical impulses to your face, which is supposed to help your facial muscles or something like that. I really don't know, but it should be noted that this device is not FDA approved. And on top of that, I bought this off eBay used. So, someone's face has been in this, maybe?
And to make matters even worse, it comes with some used gel.
Enhance your Rejuvenique experience with vitamin E and C.
That's definitely been used.
As I mentioned before, the mask sends electrical impulses, but you can actually control these impulses by using this here knob, which ranges from level 1 all the way to level 10. And here was my reaction to feeling level 1 on my hand.
Level 1. Oh, wait, I felt something.
Now the only question is, how would level 10 feel? No, I'm just kidding. I didn't actually rip level 10, but Wilson really wanted to, and here was his reaction.
I don't feel anything.
You don't feel anything? You have all of them pressed against your face?
I think so. Oh, I feel it like in my cheekbones. What? Oh, it's like, oh, I was making my eye like, it was on my eyelid. Oh, I don't like that.
Okay, turn the sucker off. This thing might be one of the worst products I have ever tested.
Even without the enriching used toning gel.
Rejuvenique, that's F tier. Put this in perspective, I'd rather have a Burger King burger than use this product.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
But before we move on to our next product, let's check on that George Foreman steak, shall we?
The George Foreman light just turned green, indicating that it might be ready.
Oh.
I say we let it go a little longer.
It did look somewhat cooked, but just to be sure, we decided to let it go a bit longer.
Product number 5, OxyClean. Virality, 1.6 million views. Original price, $19.95. Promise made, cleans stains out of clothes and carpet.
It even takes red wine and grape juice out of white carpeting. Don't just get it clean, get it OxyClean.
Makes the whiters white and the brighters bright.
That's the power of OxyClean.
Last night, I dumped a whole can of root beer on my shirt and then let it dry.
Let's see if OxyClean has the power to remove it. We'll put this shirt in here. Nice stained root beer shirt and a scoop of OxyClean. The OxyClean, as you can see, it's working its magic. Oh, dude, what? Oh, feel it.
What?
There's like a chemical reaction happening.
Oh, that's, ah!
It's like a little bit of a burning sensation.
Yeah.
The water is most definitely root beer flavor.
Okay, while we wait for my shirt to see if it's ruined or not, here's another experiment we can run.
Oh no, you're at home, you give your kids root beer, there's a spill. Thanks to the power of OxyClean, you can fix it right now. We'll coat it with a little bit of OxyClean, and then we'll get some water, creating a powerful paste.
Make a paste, make it 10 times as powerful.
Dude, you can feel the heat. You can feel the heat coming from the carpet.
Oh my gosh, that is warm.
Is it just me or is the stain already gone?
I really gotta think it is.
The power of OxyClean.
But would it have the same effect on my white shirt?
The shirt's been sitting in this OxyClean based water for about 5 minutes. We're gonna dump it out, wring out the shirt, let it dry, see what it looks like. Dude.
Is that just me or does it look a lot whiter?
That looks...
What?
I'll be swizzled.
That actually worked.
The
What?
power of OxyClean. OxyClean? A tier. Dude, between the Ginsu knife and the power of OxyClean, I don't know if this video is gonna get any better. Like, are we gonna find a better product? Product number 6, Snuggie. Virality, 2.1 million views. Original price, $14.95. Units sold, 30 million as of 2017. 30 million people have bought a Snuggie, at least. That's shocking. Promises made, you can read your book, use your laptop, pet your dog, all while staying warm.
And when you need to reach for something, your hands are trapped inside. Now, there's the Snuggie.
Okay, it says one size fit all, but Wilson?
I'm not one size. I'm two.
Nice little packaging, and I will say, it is not $14.95 now. I got this on Amazon for $25. Basically, it's like a low quality blanket material, I would say. This feels like a $5 blanket you'd find at Walmart.
Oh yeah, baby, fit check! I'm honestly shocked it actually fit Wilson. And on top of that, I was able to successfully read, use my laptop, and pet a dog. So as far as I can tell, it delivers on all the key points.
Okay, the Snuggie did deliver as promised. I just feel like I would just use a blanket. I don't know. Snuggie, C tier. Product number 7, Moon Sand. Virality, 3.3 million views. Original price, $24.95. And promises made, moldable, sculptable, and never dries out.
Moon sand is the amazing, moldable, holdable, decoratable sand that never dries out.
I'm actually super curious. I remember seeing so many commercials for Moon Sand as a child.
I was dying to play with it.
I know,
never
same.
got to. I had to play with stupid earth sand.
What is Earth Sand?
Just sand at the beach.
Okay, here's the moon sand. I got this off eBay, unopened. We're gonna be opening it for the first time. Ginsu knife me. What do we got in here? We got 2 packs of moon sand.
Whoa.
It's kind of lighter than I expected.
Yeah.
It does not have the same kind of weight. Time for us to freaking build, dude. This is my childhood.
So Willie and I went straight to work trying to mold in the sand, but we quickly realized it was a lot more crumbly than we initially anticipated.
This stuff doesn't like stick together as much as I thought it would.
Yeah.
However, after a few attempts, we were able to build these little characters, which was honestly pretty sick.
The blue character turned out quite well.
But outside of that, everything else was pretty lame and super messy.
It definitely feels like it dries out. It is moldable and sculptable, I'll give it that. But just super messy and really not that fun. Like as a kid, I wanted this so badly. This would have lasted a day. Like this is not a product you can use more than once.
No.
Moon sand, D tier. Product number 8, ShamWow. Virality, 3.9 million views. Original price, $19.95. And promise made, it's supposed to be able to hold 20 times its weight in water.
It's Vince with ShamWow. You'll be saying wow every time you use this towel. ShamWow holds 20 times its weight in liquid. Look at this. Doesn't trip. Doesn't make a mess. Wring it out.
Which is actually insane.
That's insane. It's either gonna be a sham or it's gonna be a wow.
Yeah. Here's the ShamWow packaging. Got it in the mail. We got a new surface, waterproof.
You'll say wow every time.
In order to test ShamWow, we're gonna dump 2 pools of water. 1 for the paper towels and 1 for the ShamWow. Pool number 1, pool number 2. 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, look at that.
It doesn't even look wet. Test number 2, how much water can you pour in the ShamWow? Give Wilson money, all your money. Give Wilson your money. Give Wilson your money.
Let's see how much water we can pour on the ShamWow.
Absorbs it pretty immediately.
I will say it is quite heavy.
Yeah. Let's keep going. Let's see how much it pools.
Okay, we're gonna wring this out into this bowl. You accidentally dumped out half your pitcher. Don't worry, the ShamWow's got you covered. You just pick it up. Oh my gosh. Can the ShamWow now pick it up now that it's been wet?
Easily. No residue? What?
Willie and I were so impressed, we continued to play around with the ShamWow, honestly just for fun.
And you got a little mess, you got a little water sprinkled around here. Don't worry, the ShamWow's got you covered. You just take ShamWow.
Dude. That's incredible.
But there was one other extremely bold claim made in the commercial that was yet to be tested.
Next test for the ShamWow is the carpet challenge. In the commercial, they dump soda, like this A&W root beer, right on a carpet.
That's soaked.
That's a lot of soda, and it stains it completely, and they get the stain out only using the ShamWow.
Essentially, they advertise it as 2 simple steps. 1, just place the ShamWow on the carpet, no pressure needed, then wring it out. 2, place it again, except this time, give it a slight pat. And just like that, your carpet should be clean, which totally sounds like a scam, but the results are shocking.
Here it is. This corner right here was cleaned by a paper towel. The rest of this was cleaned by the ShamWow.
ShamWow is going in A tier.
Product number 9, Slap Shop. Virality, 28 million views. Original price, $29.95. Units sold, 100,000 in the first ad alone. Promises made, it can chop veggies, nuts, garlic, onions, anything. I forgot to say, the same guy who created the Slap Chop also created the ShamWow.
Looking forward to seeing this guy again.
This guy's an innovator.
Hi, it's Vince with Slap Chop. You're gonna be in a great mood all day because you're gonna be slapping your troubles away with the Slap Chop. Now look, here's a potato. 1 slap, you got big chunks for stews. 2 slaps, home fries in a second. And look at this, when you add a mushroom, the more you do it, the finer it gets. You don't have to switch any blades.
Here are the 4 products we're gonna be testing with the Slap Chop. Number 1, we got the potato. Number 2, we got the garlic. Number 3, we got the onion. And I think this will probably be the hardest, but the carrots. Here's the Slap Chop. It opens up, easy to clean. You put it back like this. Okay, 1 slap. Disappeared.
It's gone.
We got a taters all the way past the blades, just trapped up there.
It was at this point we realized the Slap Chop was either a complete scam or we were using it completely wrong.
Garlic fail. Just doesn't work, man. The durability of this product is very, very questionable. As I literally break it.
But just when we were running out of hope, the most unsuspecting vegetable came through.
Wait, it's actually kind of working.
It is kind of working.
Wow, out of all the things. The carrot kind of worked.
Overall, this product kind of sucked. However, we did get it to work with some other random items like nuts, but shortly after filming this video, we actually realized we were using it completely wrong. We forgot to include this little plastic piece, which quite literally would have solved our main problem with the slap chop, because it just so happens to be the one piece that's designed to stop the food from creeping up into the blades. But even with that, the blades really weren't sharp enough to cut through most items, and the build quality was honestly just terrible.
Honestly, I'm giving the slap chop F tier.
However, before we get to testing the final and most viral infomercial product of all time, we can't forget about the George Foreman.
Oh, dude,
baby.
that actually looks insane. Now, I don't know about the quality of these steaks, but I'm not gonna lie, this could be quite good. Not the best steak. I will say, there's a little bit of a lack of juice.
Yeah.
The Foreman did live up to its promise by removing some of the grease, and I don't know if it was the quality of the steak, but it was bone dry.
Maybe fat and grease is in steaks for a reason.
For me, George Foreman, C tier.
And last but definitely not least, the most viral infomercial product of all time, Flex Tape. Virality, 33 million views. Price, $14.99. Revenue, $30 billion in 2023 alone. And promise made, you can saw a boat in half and put it back together with just Flex Tape. And we're gonna be putting that to the test.
We're gonna be cutting this boat in half. I don't know how easy it's gonna be to cut in half and put it back together, but we have a whole roll of Flex Tape. Cue the cutting montage. Game plan is to use this cutter to cut this here kayak in half. Honestly, it's cutting way better than I thought it was going to. Just cut straight through. Now the taping back together, that might be the hard part. We're about halfway through. We still have this part right here that we have to cut. And we still have to cut this corner. So we got quite a bit left to do. Well, what the heck? The blade just came off of our cutter. As I was trying to like move it like to the side a little bit, and I was just pushing too much this way, and just boom, just like melted off. We're so close.
Oh,
dang
the
it.
fetus.
Dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay, since this thing broke off, we're gonna have to go to Walmart and try and buy a new one. This is it.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's the day. Yesterday, the boys and I spent a lot of hard work testing a bunch of viral infomercial products, but to be honest, a lot of YouTubers have tested these products over the years. But what I haven't seen many people do is cut a boat in half. Today, we're gonna be putting them back together with the power of Flex Tape. Hopefully.
One thing I have to be careful of is as soon as I stick it, it cannot be undone. Like this stuff is super sticky. Look just how sticky it is. You can't even get the plastic off of the tape. So I think my plan is just to go for the easy spots first in like short little segments and see where that gets us. There it is, first piece of Flex Tape. Now we just gotta do that like 50 more times. Yep, that's not coming off. Can confirm, it does stick to just about anything. This middle part right here, I don't know if you can tell, not the most stable. At this point, I think there's only one thing left to do. Time to test this sucker. I will say, we are floating. Yeah, that's the way we roll, bathing in the sun, on the beach having fun. Flex Tape, S tier. These lazy days are never done. I'm trying to see if I hear any. I think I hear a little water inside the kayak, but honestly, not that much.